What's up guys, Brendan Meyers here. So today I want to answer a question that probably most people want to know about, and that is, once my phone corrects itself, is calisthenics only good for rugby or any other contact sport? Now I'm gonna move this question from Kishan Kumar, sorry if I say your name wrong, and I'm gonna move it into something more general. So is calisthenics only good for fitness type exercises and building a nice body, whatever it may be, or is it really good for sports? And I will tell you this, it is great for sports, and I'll explain why. Most of the exercises within calisthenics are multi-joint exercises, meaning various muscles are being worked at the same time. Why is this good? Because everything in sports is multi-joint. If you have to jump, you're gonna go into triple extension. So your ankle is gonna go into plantar flexion, or your foot's gonna go into plantar flexion. Your knee's gonna be extended, and your hips are gonna be extended. And you know, this can equate to if you're in calisthenics and you're doing explosive jumps, vertical jumps. This is gonna fit perfectly with your sport. Also, if you're doing any type of pull-ups, if you're doing any type of explosive push-ups, this is great for the body when it comes to any types of sports. Also, when you're doing any type of lever work, or if you're doing an L-sit, or if you're doing any type of things where you need to stabilize your body a lot, and that's a lot of calisthenics, you have to stabilize that core a lot. That is great for sports, translates perfectly for sports, because if you imagine, if you're cutting, say you're playing soccer, right? You're cutting a lot, and you're moving fast from point A to point B as quick as possible. You have to run full speed and then stop and turn and move the other way. So your core really stabilizes a lot in that movement when you're starting to switch, or whenever you're trying to jump up, your core is stabilizing. So imagine if your core is the strongest part of your body, and now your lower back is strong, your abdominal, your front side, your anterior side is strong, and now your spine is in a neutral position, and your posture is great, and now you have the levers to work in your favor and different things like this. So now, hopefully you understand that calisthenics translates perfectly with sports. Plus, it's so functional. All of the exercises within calisthenics are so functional. If you have to, stiff arm someone in football, and you're here, right? You're pushing off. Imagine if you're doing an explosive push-up, boom. Or if you're doing a muscle up and you're pushing off as fast as possible. Now imagine that stiff arm when you're trying to stiff arm someone. Now that exercise, the exercise that you've been doing within calisthenics is really translating, because now you're fully extending from your tricep, and now your elbow joint, you're fully extended from your elbow joint. Now your triceps are really engaged and your forearms are really engaged, because you're going into extension from your wrist. So everything in calisthenics is really, really great for sports. And the only bad thing about calisthenics, and I don't want to say a bad thing, but the only hard thing about calisthenics is not using a resistance, which is great for building strength and power. But you can do that with variation to a certain point. Once you get too strong for all of these different exercises and variations of the exercises, if you don't have weight to attach to your belt, or if you don't have weight for push-ups and all of these different things, it's extremely hard to build that power and that strength that you desire for specific sports and all of that nature. But the benefit of calisthenics is you're using your own body weight, which in most sports you're only using your own body weight, except for powerlifting, things like that. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Translates perfectly. Very functional movements, multi-joint movements, multiple muscles being worked in all of the exercises, which is great. With weightlifting, you can really single out different muscles, which is great for imbalances, of course. And then also Olympic lifting is absolutely great for translating into sports. Actually the best out of anything else. So like power clean, snatches, great for power and all that. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm Brendan. Remember, comment below with any questions you want to see. And you know what? I'll see you tomorrow.